Hey everyone, so a lot of you might know that I don't like to run full Trick Room teams. I think they're really unreliable and oftentimes they require a lot of over prediction or just really aggressive plays rather to succeed. However, what I want to do is I wanted to use Reuniclus, so I built this team around that and Trick Room was the most reliable playstyle in my head. Hopefully we can get some plays right and come through with this team. However, Protect Gliscor is going to be annoying here. Same with King Shield, Aegislash. We'll have to work our way around all that. Greninja could be a problem late game if I'm not careful. Let's lead off with the P2, as it ends up being Scizor, so this could be going for a knockoff, that's for sure. I think my best play is just to go for the Trick Room, though. As there's the knockoff. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can just teleport out now on the U-turn. They did get me quite low, however, I'm going to get a free switch into any Trick Room abuser that I want. My Mawile does have Ice Punch, but I feel like they just go Scizor on that. So get our Guts activated on this and try to use it here. I think I just go right for the Swords Dance, potentially on a Protect. There we go. Makes it so I don't really have to predict as much, and yeah, I'll just throw off Facade. I feel like, yeah, they were always going to switch there. Maybe I should have anticipated it. However, I'm going to Facade here on Rotom, I think. Just predicting that, because they really want to get in on the Fire Punch / Headlong Rush, right? Or maybe that's too aggro of a play, and I don't need to do that. Okay, I should have done it. I literally had it locked in, too. That sucks. So they're going to maybe Hydro Pump here. Yes, they do and they miss. I don't think they had a reason to make an aggro play. So unfortunately, we do get some things wrong there, but it's fine, I guess. Let's get up Trick Room again and try to move on with our lives. As out comes this. So this is going to click maybe knock off again. I honestly don't know. Just going to go hard you. And we're going to throw off a nice Facade here and hope they go Gliscor. Although I feel like they just risk Aegislash again, if anything. Let's go for Headlong Rush. I mean, Fire Punch kind of covers Aegislash, but not as much. Okay, we did catch the Gliscor nice, so I eventually have to get a play right with this Ursaluna, right? This is what I'm talking about, though. A lot of these Trick Room games basically just come down to, like, really pointless mind games that I normally wouldn't have to deal with, right? So, like, right here, do I Facade the Rotom, or do I try to Headlong Rush and Aegislash? We're going to make the play, obviously, because I think I need to there. And now I can just kind of spam Facade if I want. And this thing probably has Protect or Vacuum Wave if you're making a play like this. Yeah, Protect. Okay, but I can just get up Trick Room on this for free. Goes ahead and does that. That's fine. Because I think all I do here is maybe Lunar Dance? Or do I just want to hard switch out into Marowak right now? I think I would rather keep the Trick Room setter for later and go hard Marowak. I'm worried about Greninja clicking scary things and sweeping my entire team, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I really don't like Greninja in the position that I'm in, huh? Alright, we'll go Marowak on the Protect. That's fine. They may have the... First of all, does Shadow Bone kill this? I don't even know. I should have clicked it, though, because they clicked Rotom. I want to get a Recover off with P2 for that Greninja, if possible. Let's just weaken this here. This thing's being annoying. This guy cannot land Hydros. I actually feel kind of bad. But also, had they knocked me out there, I would have gotten my Recover off. So I don't know if that was worse for me or not. I don't want to knock this out. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm going to get swept by Greninja right now if I knock this out. Because my entire team dies. Okay, so that's going to 2-hit KO me. I'm really relying on Porygon 2 to tank this hit. Dude, I feel bad. Like, what is this guy's luck? Let's go ahead and Lunar Dance you back, and then teleport out, so that way I can maybe beat this Greninja before it beats me. So right here, I just go for Facade, knock them out in one hit. Are you going to get your Battle Bond with a Water Shuriken right now and sweep me? I think so. And we can't let that happen, so I go you. As yeah, there's the Life Orb. I get the Trick Room back up here. They can't knock me out, and I think we're fine. Definitely lucky, though, because we dodged a lot of Hydros in this game. Okay, you do knock me out, but at this point you've wasted your well, not wasted, but you've gotten your Battle Bond, and I just go you. And, I mean, I could still miss Player Off and lose it right here. That's a thing, but we're not gonna, right? There we go. That should be it. I don't think they can win. Scizor comes out. Oh, let's be careful, though. Like, I don't want to, like, let them win for no reason. I'm thinking that what I do is I go Ursaluna, and if they knock me out, then I just go Marowak after. And if they do it this way, then... Oh, what's actually the best play right now? I think it's you and Earthquake, right? That could actually be a throw. I don't know, because they're going to protect no matter what I bring out. I just don't want that Swords Dancing and sweeping my entire team. Is it really a Swords Dance, though? Because it's shown knockoff U-turn. I would think the last two moves are Bullet Punch Roost or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what the correct way to do this is. If I go U and... If I Psychic with this, I can set up Trick Room again, actually. So that's the correct play, I think. Yeah, that's fine, because now I set up Trick Room and you don't Oko me. There we go. I think that's what I needed. That's okay. Are you going to switch? Or I don't even know what the plan is. Goes ahead and switches out. I do get the Spit F drop, meaning maybe Focus Blast kills? Question mark? As we do knock it out there, we got really lucky in this game. We got the Spit F drop into landing Focus Blast, which is insane. And I believe now all I do is make sure they don't SD, and then Marowak can KO this with Earthquake. I will try to Trick Room, but, you know, they have to knock me out. And I think this just wins with Earthquake right here, if I'm not mistaken. That's fine. Go ahead and do your Protect. As they try to SD, but I'm Thick Club, so we're always knocking that out right there. Nice. We got another game. We have a very offensive team by the opponent right here. Lots of scary priority attacks. I do like my Mawile under Trick Room a lot. We have the Ice Punch for the Lando too, so that's going to be my best Pokemon here. Reuniclus, it's a tough matchup for you because you don't really have a way around King Gambit unless you predict it coming in. I think in terms of lead, I mean, I could lead P2, but I trace Clear Body. I don't trace Magic Bounce, which is unfortunate. There's almost no point in doing that because I just give them free hazards. I can't lead Marowak because they just knock me out. Yeah, this sucks, but we'll try to figure it out anyway. I think I'm just going to lead Ursaluna and see what they do about me. I mean, okay, what's the win con for them? This thing outside of Trick Room, if it gets an SD up, is a massive problem. I got to keep that in mind. They're already not here, interestingly. I don't know why. But I'm just going to lead Cresselia, and it looks like they're back, which is cool. They end up leading King Gambit, so not what I wanted to see, but I can live a hit. Let's get up our Trick Room on the knockoff. And then I'll just throw off a Lunar Dance for later. This should be guaranteed here. Sucker Punch shouldn't Oko Ursaluna with no boosts, right? Come on. And if you're Sash, then you know what? You got me, man. I really want to SD here on the Lando, but I think that's a bit overly aggressive when there's a +2 King Gambit in front of me. I could go for that, but I could actually win the game off that, honestly. But, like, I really don't want to just lose the game turn 2 because I made such an aggro play. Should I just go for the SD? No, I'm headlong rushing, forget it. I mean, this would also cover Sucker Punch, but I don't want to, like, play games. Let's just go for the headlong rush here. And Facade after if I need to. We did lose our Cresselia early, though, which is a bit tough. So they did just go for Sucker Punch, and we're going to knock them out with with the Headlong Rush. Really, really good for Reuniclus, but like I said, that Ogre Pawn, man, I got to attack it with whatever I have out because I need it in range of Sucker Punch from Mawile. Out comes Za. So you're going for something here. I'm just going to Facade you and do a ton. Yeah, I'm happy with that damage for sure. Now, what's the correct play next? I mean, Mawile's not bad, but that invites in the Lando after. I think Reuniclus Psychic is actually really fine here, now that the King Gambit is out of the way. They have, like, no switch-ins. I think what they might do is sack this, then go out into, like, Cerulege. That would be a good idea. And then we have some mind games, because I could choose to go Porygon 2 on the Poltergeist. But if they SD as I do that, I think I lose the game, so... kind of a 50-50 coming up, I think. Unless they don't stay in here. Like, what would they switch out into, though? Diancie? I don't think that makes a ton of sense. Yeah, we definitely have some good ways to win this. So they actually go Lando. I'm surprised you do this, because I guess it could be Taunt. That could be a thing. I'll try to Trick Room, but if you taunt me, then I just have to Psychic after. I guess I understand keeping Za. They actually go for Explosion, and I get the Trick Room back up. Not complaining about that at all. Because if you're not Shadow Sneak Cerulege right now, I just get to throw off another Life Orb Psychic onto somebody. And that's going to be really good, because nobody wants to take that. Wish I had HP Steel like on that Chandelure, but too much to ask for, I guess. Let's throw off the Psychic, like I said. You're going to knock me out with a Diamond Storm. That's all good. Do I want to go Marowak right now? I actually don't hate that at all. Throw out Shadowbone. They have no good switch-ins. This thing's going to die right here. And yeah, what do you do about me? I guess you have to be like... Endure or Focus Sash Sacrilege, which it could be. If it is, that's probably going to be the win con for them. Zod dies. Like, this is not a play. I just want to check whether it dies to Shadowbone, but I'd like to assume it does. Because this thing is insanely strong, and they don't have their Dauntless Shield right now. Okay, it actually doesn't, it looks like. Because if I get rid of this, it does 46 to 54. They're at 49. Flare Blitz would kill, but they have ways to deal with Flare Blitz. They just stand, though. I figured they weren't switching. I do carry the Earthquake, too. They might not know that, but at this point, I'm just Shadowboning or Flare Blitzing everybody, right? So they got to keep them on for the end, but I think as long as I land a player off into Ogre Pond, they don't have a win con here. So here's this thing. We're going to go right for the Shadowbone, as they do have the Endure. Okay, not a fan of that at all. Like, not even one bit. I mean, I do win this game, potentially, if I can just get some plays right. So they're going to Poltergeist here. Should I go out into this and try to Trick Room? Is that a throw if they SD? Yeah, probably. I think I do just lose if they SD on that. Actually, no, because +2 Bitterblade doesn't kill. I got the Trick Room back up. Yeah, I gotta do that. As they go for Never-Ending Nightmare. Perfect. So I think we just Trick Room. Even if they Bitterblade, we're gonna get the Trick Room back up and be fine here. They actually got, like, no health back. Wait, why did that do so little? Oh, they're not boosted up. That's why. Goes ahead and does that. Let's Intimidate them down right now. I believe Ice Punch should kill from -1. I'm not even going to calculate. Huge Power Mega Maw while I'm killing. Goes ahead and endures it again. That's fine, though. Like, I just Ice Punch again here. I mean, if I want to guarantee the win, I think I actually have to play rough, right? Because they switch out into Ogre Pawn. Do I have to? Yeah, I think I should play rough. Yeah, because they're trying to sack and play the Get Zero Legend outside of Trick Room game. So now they're going to click Endure. I just go hard into you and Trick Room up again. Yep, and that should be that. Teleport out here. They're going to Bitterblade all their health back, but first of all, let's see if you have Shadow Sneak and whether Shadow Sneak kills. As they just go ahead and don't even endure. Okay, so we're fine. We have another game. So Alamamola could be AV, and that would be a problem for Reuniclus if I want to lead that. I could lead off with Cresselia and Trick Room into Lunar Dance right away. I kind of just want to lead Mawile and player up spam if I'm being honest. But I feel like I should save that for later. Reuniclus can really destroy this team, huh? Yeah, I'm going to do this. They're going to click the knockoff, right? Let's just go for Psychic here. I think that's the best play. I could Trick Room right away, just in case they flip turn out into Iron Treads. But I think I would rather just throw off a Life Orb Psychic. We'll find out right now if this is AV, and if it is, it'll go for knockoff, and I'll be able to at least gauge the set, right? That's the main thing. But I'm sure this is AV and going for knockoff on this sort of build. Because they have a Kyurem to pivot into, they have probably an offensive Zapdos. In terms of dealing with Mega Venusaur, huh? Yeah, that's my answer, huh? I don't know. I guess Reuniclus is here for that. Alamamola is actually so annoying into my team. Yeah, there's a knockoff. I knew that was going to happen too. Oh, they have Mirror Coat. Okay, so now they can throw off another knockoff and not really have to care. Oh, but they flip turn that time. I guess they had no reason not to, yeah. This is a really tough start because my Reuniclus is basically sacked now, and I didn't really make a lot of progress into this thing. Kind of didn't consider the Mirror Coat turn 2, but we'll try to play this to where I can destroy their team with Ursaluna. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Yeah, if I can just get that in and SD up on something like Zapdos, we should be fine. So this might be rocks from them. I think I'll just go for Cresselia here. As they do up to Earthquake. Okay, so they were hoping I would like overpredict. Yep, there's the rocks. We knew that was going to happen. I think I just sack off Reuniclus. And then go Ursaluna here, and it's really silly because I don't want to get... I think I have to Headlong Rush and knock them out. Yeah, I can't let my Flame Orb get knocked off. That would be silly. It just sucks, though, because now I'm going to be forced out. Unless I knock out Venusaur in a singular hit, but I don't think that's happening. Ursaluna against Venusaur, Mega... It actually has a chance to kill max HP, but they probably have defense investments, so... Yeah, like I said, no point in staying in. I think I'll just weaken them with Marowak right now, and then use Ursaluna later to try to win. It seems to be the safest way to win, at least in my opinion. Let's go for Flare Blitz here. Try to weaken this. They might Synthesis right now just to gauge my damage and then go for the Earth Power after. That would be really smart. Yeah, that would actually suck, but I don't think there's a whole lot I can do about that play right now. I just got a Flare Blitz and hope they attack instead of clicking Synthesis. Or maybe my Flare Blitz will do a ton, who knows. Oh, they give me Zapdos. You know, that's good and bad. It's bad because that's my Ursaluna fodder, but also at the same time, I would love to get rid of this so I can spam Headlong Rush and not have to care. So lands the Hurricane, that sucks, but it's alright, I guess. Let's go Porygon 2 and Trick Room. Do you Roost? Or I don't even know what the correct play is here for them. I mean, I just want to get in my Ursaluna and start mashing Facade or Swords Dance, ideally. So there's that. Okay, we're going to teleport out on the U-turn. They're going to go Venusaur. Yeah, because my Ursaluna can't do anything in front of that Mon. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about this. I mean, I can hope they're not that max defense set and go for Facade and hope that it knocks them out. But yeah, I didn't get my damage off with Marowak. That's my only play. I just gotta hope Facade kills. Which it won't. They're gonna go for Giga Drain, but I don't know. Maybe they'll switch it out and be more careful and I could SD here. But I think I should just try to Facade. There's always the chance I crit, too. Come on, just don't be max defense. I actually don't think they were. Like, I got a pretty high roll there, 93. If they were like max defense, I couldn't do that. So I think I did have a chance to kill. And unfortunately, we didn't. So it is what it is. We'll go ahead and forfeit that one. Tough matchup. We have our next game. Hopefully the Alomomola is not AV this time because I want to do work with Reuniclus. Let's lead off with the Cresselia. Is this Screens team? Like, is this Screens Coco or is it just Terrain Extender? I think it's just Terrain Extender plus Quark Drive stuff, right? That seems to be what it is. Let's lead off with Cresselia. It might be Screens. I don't know. I'm just going to Trick Room, though. As it U-turns out, that's fine. To go Treads, so you're clicking Rocks, right? That's happening right now. I don't want to risk Ursaluna just because it could click Knockoff. I think I actually risk Reuniclus on that. On the Rocks. Perfect. Let's try to land a Focus Blast. I won't, but we'll try. If they're Avialo, they go that here. Oh, we actually landed, and it didn't kill. What? Reuniclus, really? I thought that would for sure kill. It was Life Orb Magic Guard. Goes Alomomola and gets crit. That's also not AV, meaning they probably have Protect here. But either way, I just throw off Life Orb Psychic. That's a big crit because I didn't 2-hit KO without it, so definitely unfortunate for them. They actually did risk the potential recover there, which I think is crazy. Are you going to go out into like Dragonite? I feel like you'd have to sack Treads here, right? Yeah, so I throw off Psychic again. Maybe they go back to Alo? They actually go hard Dragonite now. I would love to keep this, but I would rather just find out if they're Bandit E-Speed. Oh, it's a super bulky set, but I got the Sped drop right away, so you can't really sit here. Okay, well, if you're just going to do this, I'm just going to use the turn to keep my guy around. How much did Flip Turn do? 17? Let's just go you. So they go Coco. Okay, so Psychic would have been really good there for me, and they went Coco for some reason. I don't really get it. I don't think this is Taunt based on turn 1. They probably just regenerate their Alomomola here some more, let's be honest. Yeah, they know they want to do that. But I teleport. And we'll try to get in our physical breakers now and do some work with those, because we broke the multi-scale, we have Treads low, and they just wasted their Protect, so even better. Let's just start Facading. No reason to do anything else. Goodbye to that. Yeah, I'll claim a couple kills for free. Don't mind if I do. Goes back to Alomomola. I could SD. I don't know if Facade kills. Let's find out. Ursaluna against Alomomola. Actually doesn't do anything. So I'll SD, and then we'll go for Facade now. Just to force another KO, right? That's the idea. And then, I don't know what the response is going to be after. Like, if Val has a fighting move, that's a good play. They actually out-slow me, which is good to know. I was really not anticipating that, but we just knocked out Dragonite. And they can't go back to Alo right here. They have to go like Coco if you have Grass Knot, or Val is not a bad play. This actually makes sense too. But Porygon 2 gets up Trick Room on this. They probably Fiery Dance. I can't go hard P2 is the problem. I gotta sack you off. They didn't get the boost. I'm gonna trace their ability, which is funny. Oh, wait, actually, can I not trace that? They do get the Sludge Wave crit poison, but I guess I got a bit lucky too, so it is what it is. Let's teleport out as outcome is this. Okay. It's kind of what I anticipated to have happen here. They're trying to win with that Iron Moth, I can see that. But I think Marowak lives the hit too, unless they have some weird coverage. Anyway, let's go you, because flip turn's not going to do anything. I think I just SD right now. They go for Wish. Okay, but player kills everybody. You have to dodge. Or protect to stall a turn, I guess. But either way, like, this Mawile wins right now if you're not careful. What are you going to do? Pass to Iron Moth and then get Sucker Punched? Like, oh, maybe it's Substitute. Are you Substitute Iron Moth? Should I have... I mean, I didn't have another play here, so it is what it is. Come on, give me, like, Coco. I'd be really happy if you sack that off right now. Show me the Tapu Koko, man. I don't know what they're going to do, but like if they go Iron Moth and it's Substitute, that's really scary. But they do go Coco, don't miss. Perfect. Goes Alamamola again. I just keep play roughing as they Toxic. Okay. Not going to question that one. Do I just go for Sucker Punch? I think I do every time and knock it out, yeah. And now +2, yeah, we win. Because Ice Punch there should kill Mawile, Iron Valiant in one hit. Kind of want to find out just in case I ever run into that situation again. Even though I don't run Ice Punch Mega Mawile like ever. I'm just curious. Would I have had to play rough to be safe? That's Intimidate. I was about to say, like, what? So huge power +2, yeah, easily kills. I don't know why I was underestimating Mega Mawile, but GG's. We have our next game. We have Mono Flying Hyper Offense right here. Probably going to be a lead Lando into a ton of scary Pokemon, basically. I know it's Mono Flying, but this is still genuinely very, like, I gotta be careful is what I'm trying to say. Hopefully it's actually not Zardex. If it's Zardex, that's not Mono Flying, right? That would, like, be cheating, basically. Let's lead you, as it is Lando. So if this is Taunt, that's annoying. I'm actually just going to Psychic in case it is Taunt. Because I feel like what they might do is click Rocks and then explode, and then I can Trick Room the second turn anyway. Okay, well now you're just going to click Rocks, right? Okay, they go for Trick Room now. Not quite sure what's going on. I wish I had Thunder. That would be so good for me. Wait, is this team like not at all what I'm thinking it is? Goes Charizard, so I get a kill now with Shadow Bone. Unless they want to go Dragonite. Sacks off the Lando. Okay, that's fine. So now you go Dragonite, right? It's like your only play. Everybody else just falls over. Okay, I'll take that off. Okay, well here we go. I'm going to get hacked by getting staticked as they Dragon Dance and win. How do I just not let any of this happen? Cresselia, save me. I don't even know if I want to Trick Room, but I will just because it's the right play. Do I live a Z move? Well, that's fine now because they let me get up Trick Room. Dragon Claw and its Life Orb. I don't even know what to expect out of that, but are you going to E-speed me here and knock me out? It is, okay. Kind of thought it might, but that's fine. I think the way they've done this, I should be okay if I just land a... Well, actually, I have Ice Punch, so... Go ahead and get Ice Punched, man. So we know it's defensive Celesteela, weirdly enough, on this team. I thought for sure it would be something more offensive. But the win con is Ursaluna under Trick Room, so... That's all I really got to do. I think I just play rough here in case it's Zardex, as it is Zardois. But that basically gives me the Ursaluna win because we're a specially defensive Porygon 2 that can always tank this. So unless they like crit Weather Ball, which they don't. We go you here. I just start facading stuff and that should be that. Celesteela, I'm not too worried about you, I'm being honest. Let's Fire Punch there, knock it out. And I think they have to crit a Weather Ball into Porygon 2 to win. Because I'm getting another kill here, and then... Unless they're like Sash, Grass, not Thunderous, but at that point, just take it, man. I don't know what to say to that. You're not going to be Sashed or anything. Goodbye. And then, yeah, they have to... Okay, we would just win. I was going to say they could like play for the crit Weather Ball, and then I couldn't get Trick Room back up, but it wouldn't have really mattered. I don't think I played this super well, if I'm being honest. Like... I was kind of making really aggressive plays just because I wanted to get in my win conditions fast, but I could have maybe tried to slow play it and position a bit more with my defensive guys. It's okay though, we won because our Luna under Trick Room has no counters. We have our next one, definitely can do work with Reuniclus. We have Shadow Ball for the Golden Ghost, so might actually get to click that move for once in our lives. I'm gonna lead off with something that beats the Diancie, aka you. I mean, this could be bad if they lead off with something else, like, for example, the Garchomp. I would love to lead like Cresselia into that. I could just let them get up rocks and, you know, get up my Trick Room anyway. Yeah, we'll do that. As it is actually the Garchomp. Perfect. So we'll Ice Beam first, just because they're going to rocks, and I would rather optimize Trick Room turns. Now I just Trick Room, right? On the Golden Go. Do I keep this? I think I want to. And go you and like teleport here and just play it a bit slower. That did a lot. I almost want to question specs, because I'm max Spidaf. I feel like they're specs, as crazy as that sounds. I could recover. I think I just like teleport better though. Keep up the momentum. I'm pretty sure that specs a Golden Go. It's doing way too much to not be. I could have calced that and gone like a Reuniclus, but Ursaluna is just an all-around okay option. Alright, they're just staying in to click specs, make it rain some more. Like, what? And now they sack off the Garchomp. So I could have had Golden Go for free. That's my bad. I tried to get a bit too fancy with it, predicting Zapdos or Dragonite. Okay, so that Golden Go is going to be a problem. I got to keep my Shadow Ball counters. Thankfully, we do have the Sucker Punch on our Mawile, but let me actually just calc just to make sure 100%. Are they specs Golden Go? No, they're not. They did, what, 33 with the first one? They're just modest. Okay. Good to know. Goes right for Ice Spinner. I'm not trying to sack mons for fun, man. Come on. That's fine. I mean, I do have the Ice Beam, so we can deal with them using that right here. It's just wasting Trick Room turns is annoying, but let's see if they can spam Substitute. That's the one thing. Yeah, that's going to be a problem, huh? Do you have a Roost too, on top of that? Because they're going to switch out into Golden Go on the turn that... Well, let's not actually overthink this. I Moonlight here and then Trick Room again. Hopefully they don't go hard Golden Go now as they Sub-Zero Slammer. Z Ice Spinner, huh? Not the set I thought I would see today. So goes right for Outrage. I think what I do is I Moonlight spam. As they get confused, yeah. Like, okay, this seems silly, but at the same time... They just hit themselves, and now I have 2 Trick Room turns. Yeah, I don't know why I'm in this spot, but I'll take it. I want to win with the Reuniclus. Come on. So, sacking somebody to get in somebody else here is, I think, the option. P2's time might be over. I don't think it can actually win. Goes for U-turn. I don't know if that's banded or not, but I would assume no, just because I'm Spidaf Porygon too. So goes out into U, which is an understandable play. I'm going to go U. And I think I'm just going to not predict. I've already mispredicted with this thing once. Just Facade. And I should have done it again. This actually is really bad, huh? Like, my Mawile is the only way I can beat this right now. Unless they make the worst play of all time and Shadow Ball into my Ursaluna when they just won with that thing. Huh? What just happened? Oh, that might be banded. That's doing a lot. But Cresselia lives anything because they've shown me their Z moves, so... I think I just Trick Room and we're good to go. Why did that kill? Are you specs? That has to be specs, so I just sacked off my Ursaluna too. Maybe we lose. I think I actually just lost the game, yeah. I mean, we'll go you and Trick Room, but I think that's specs Hurricane. It for sure is. Look at that damage. Okay, how do I win? I think I have to go you and just not get staticked. We're gonna Ice Punch here. Okay, well, we get staticked, so now I do have a chance to lose. I think we had it right there otherwise. So goes Ace. I sack you because this should live 1 Earth Power with max HP investment. And then I go you and click. I should live Sucker Punch, right? I didn't really check this, but we'll hope we do. It's really my only play. And then I've basically put myself in a spot where I think Mawile lives the Earth Power, but if I get full paired, then it's over. I'm pretty sure I live this. I just gotta knock it full paired and land the player off. Wait, it dies? I thought I lived with the max HP investment. Dang, I really threw that game. Let's find out what the roll was. Oh, they got like a really high roll. I mean, even if I make a max special attack, I was at 88, right? And they needed, yeah, they needed one of the highest rolls possible. It's my fault for putting myself in that position, though. I should not have been in a spot where I even had a chance to lose this. And unfortunately, even after all that, they got the roll they needed. So it's fine. We'll try to get another game and get a win. Yeah, that Zapdos being choice specs really messed me up right there. Now we have a very offensive team and a lot of good type matchups for them. I'm scared of Ogerpon. I'm scared of Tyranitar. I'm scared of Mega Bayonet, Golden Go. Like, basically everything except for Ferrothorn is a problem on this team. So gotta navigate that. I think I'm just going to try to go very offensive and lead Cresselia. It will live this hit, so I can Trick Room here. And we'll go ahead and proceed from that. Goes ahead and... That did a lot, jeez. I don't want to assume anything, but that did so much. Goes hard you. I mean, I'm just going to not predict and go for Headlong Rush, if I'm being honest. They don't have any switch-ins on their team. Yeah, Ferrothorn's going to take like 70 here. That actually took less than I thought. Wow. Now, the problem is I actually probably get under sped, so I can't stay in. Just because Power Whip exists and whatnot. I mean, I could if I want to risk it. Go through a Body Press. Yeah, so we made the right play. I do have to land a Focus Blast right now, but we're going to do that because never mind. And they got up their rocks. At least I get to get Trick Room back up. That's a thing. And Life Orb Shadow Ball might do the job. I'm just going to throw it out. I don't really value Reuniclus. As it doesn't, they go for Make It Rain that time, predicting my Ursaluna. So I'm going to go U here. I want to calc right now if that was choice specs on the Shadow Ball turn 1, because it actually matters right now. So my Cresselia into a Gold Dango. It was choice specs this time. Okay, so we SD, and then I have the Earthquake here, so I don't think they would ever scout for this, right? That would be the most random scout ever. We should be able to pick up a couple kills, as they do actually scout by sacking the Ferrothorn. This has, what's it called? Endure, but Sand is up, so I always Earthquake again, just because, yeah, that's a possibility. Now, here's where things get scary, because one, if this is taunt, I just kind of lose to it. That's not completely true, but it could be. I think what I have to do is stay in. Just in case they SD, as they go Golden Go as a sack. Thanks for that, I guess. I don't really get why they did that. Goes for Endure that time. Not trying to let things happen. Attempt a Trick Room there. So they did show the Endure. Good to know. Let's go U. Trick Room right up. On that. That's fine. Did a lot though, and because of me tracing weak armor, I might actually die. Oh, but we did live, so we have a sack, but this is my last attempt to use Trick Room. Mawile has to be alive for Ogerpon, otherwise I lose to that straight up, so I think the correct play is to go U in case they have Shadow Sneak and just click Headlong Rush here. Oh, they actually use Ogerpon, so now this is in range of Sucker, which is great. I just always Headlong Rush again, I think. I have no reason to mix up my play. They're trying to win with Ceruledge, and I think it's going to work. I mean, we got Sucker Punch, but it's not enough. I mean, we have Intimidate plus Mega Mawile later. Oh, it's the set. Well, now I gotta hope that Sucker Punch can deal with it. I guess we'll keep them at 1%. I might actually just lose to Bayonet anyway. That's another thing. So we have two kind of useless mons right now. Let's go U, and I just have to spam Sucker. See if they have Shadow Sneak here. So they go Bayonet. This could be encoring me. That's a thing. I will give them U. As it does go for the Encore. Now they're going to Poltergeist. Then I go U and Play Rough. And then ideally I can Sucker Punch that and win. I just got to land this Play Rough right now. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. I just completely forgot about Destiny Bond. But there was nothing I could do about that, right? Could I have outplayed that? I mean, ISD and then they Encore me. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Bitterblade should kill, I would imagine. They can Endure to guarantee it. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. But I don't think I was living from 23. They're going to go ahead and pick up the win. So rough end to the video. We do lose a couple games. That last one was really close, though. I'm trying to think. There's nothing I can do in that Mega Mawile, Mega Bayonet situation, right? Because I play rough in the Destiny Bond, so they knocked me out. What if I had clicked, like, Ice Punch, for instance? Then they encore me into Ice Punch. Maybe that would have been the correct play, actually, because I would have failed to 2-hit KO them, and then maybe it would have come down to some mind games, because they go out into Cerulege. If they SD as I switch, then I guess it wouldn't matter. I could still Sucker Punch them in the end, right? So they would have had to outplay that. Yeah, I think I should have Ice Punched to not OHKO the Mega Bayonet, and that might have helped me out a bit. It is what it is, though. I did hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, definitely consider subscribing. You can tell that I don't use Trick Room all too often, because I don't think I was playing Trick Room as optimally as some players could, but we tried our best, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Later.